So when you have, let's say you have Nasher, so you're Diana here, right? Okay, so the difference in doing this, okay, one would argue that this comes online faster. Okay, that would be the argument by people that are ignorant. However, also because it's not a mythic, it doesn't actually grant you any legendary bonuses, so that argument's out the way. The thing about building Zhonyas is that, yes, it's 2,600 gold. Okay, when you build Riftmaker and Nashers, yes, it's more expensive, but you actually are able to have Zhonyas effectively by having either Fiendish Codex for 900 or Stopwatch for 650, right? So you have Stopwatch for 650, or you have Seeker's Arm Guard, so you get the 30 armor. By completing into the Zhonyas, your stats aren't actually that much greater. You still have the 10 ability haste, you still have some armor. Now, if you're building at third, you probably don't have Seekers, so you are missing armor. But you, for the most part, you have the ability power, right? You have the ability power, you have the active, and you have the ability haste. So when you're building into Zhonyas, the component items are available, and they essentially are the item. The component items for Riftmaker are not the item. The component items for Nasher's Tooth are not the item. The component items for Leandries or Ludens are not the item. The component items for Everfrost are not the item. There's basically no items in the game where the components for it are actually the item almost itself, and that the only purpose to complete the item itself is slot efficiency as well as legendary bonus. So if you're a jungle player, or sometimes even a mid laner or a top laner, never in your fucking life build Zhonya's second. It is one of the worst things you can do. It is absolutely one of the worst things you can do. Generally. Now, there are going to be cases where you're turbo fed. When you're turbo fed and your champion just needs to not get shut down, you can go Zhonya's second. So generally, you're always going to go Zhonya's third as a curve. There are some exceptions to this, such as Fizz. Fizz likes Zhonyas, likes having access to Zhonyas because Fizz relies on combo sequences, and she effectively gains EHP by going into a stasis because of the nature of Fizz's kit. Akali is not the same. No, it's not. So something like this... first anyway on Akali. Akali is the same in the sense as if you have it something like second. So it's a little bit... So yes, champions that gain benefit from temporary stasises can maybe justify building it second. However, that's never going to be the case for a jungler. It's going to be the case for a mid or a top laner who already have higher base levels. And then, you know, in addition to higher base levels, they have more gold accumulation as well. Yeah.